Hey, good morning. So today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. Let's go ahead and review the papers that you have today. You have 3 papers, so go ahead and get those out, and we're going to review what you need to do. So I have 2 on the board already, so look over here, and let's see what you got, okay? So I have the handwriting on the board. So on the handwriting, you have 2 papers. You have this paper right here with a cute little cat and mouse. It's practicing your uppercase and lowercase c. So house 1 is capital and lowercase c, capital, lowercase. House 2, the cat will lick its fur, period. That's what the cat's doing right there. You're going to trace it, write it on house 3. House 4 says cats like to be clean, period. You're going to trace it, write it on house 5. And if you were on one of our Zooms I think it was about last week or maybe the week before when we were doing our show and tell, Avery actually showed her cat. So I think Avery will definitely be able to say that cats like to keep themselves clean. And one of the ways that they do that is they lick it, right? Not us though, don't lick it, okay? Don't do that, that spreads germs. But the kitty cats do that. So go ahead and flip it over to the back. Let's see what you got. Okay, on the back of your paper, you have a little girl learning how to ride a horse. It says house 1, I like to go to the farm, period. You're going to write it on house 2. House 3 that you trace, I can ride a horse, period, and you're going to write it on house 4. Now this paper right here is a very good paper to practice. This paper is practicing your uppercase and lowercase letters, and they have them all kind of mixed up. So you're going to trace it, and then you're only going to write one on each row. So you only have to write one of them because you're only going to do the ones that have the red dots. Okay, look on the back though. I want you to do front and back on this one. On the back, there are different letters. So this is really good practice for that handwriting. Some of you, I know, I'm so sorry, you don't like handwriting. Trust me, I get it. Lila doesn't like handwriting either. But remember, we need to do our work unto the Lord, right? So when you're practicing that handwriting, think like he's right there beside you because he's always in your heart anyway. He knows what you're doing. He knows what you're thinking. So try to do it happily and try to do your very best, okay? I want to see that really awesome handwriting. Some of you are getting so well that you didn't have to trace anything anymore. But I need you to keep practicing that. So do front and back, both of those papers, and then go ahead and get out your last paper and let's review it. And then we're going to do reading groups, okay? So after our last paper, I need you to get out your reading story and we're gonna work on that together, okay? I hope you got out your reader and I hope that you got out your phonics paper also, page 203. Okay, let's go ahead and look at that phonics paper because I want to jump into that reading group time with you because I've missed you so much and I cannot wait to find out how good of a reader you have become practicing at home. So let's go ahead and look at your phonics paper. It's going to look like this right here. This is your phonics paper. It's got that cool thumb on it. Don't forget to be writing your name because you need to be practicing that. I want you to go to first grade being able to write that name nice and pretty. Right here it says, circle the 2 pictures in each row whose name begin with the same special sound. So we're talking about special sounds again, so I hope you've been practicing those. You have those in your B-book. We've been practicing for a long time. So you're only looking at the beginning sounds. So remember, that's the first sound that you hear. So let's look at this one. Ch, ch, chick. No, let me see. Does that sound right? What do you think? Should that be a chick? If you said yes, kiss your brain because you're correct. Those are chicks. Remember that chicks are baby chickens. So those are chicks. Now this one right here, don't let this trick you because normally we would say smoke, but that's not what they're telling you on this one. This one they're saying chimney because this part right here, the brick, that's the chimney. That's what the smoke comes out of. So chimney. And then this one, thumb. So we have chicks, chimney, thumb. You're going to circle the 2 that have the same beginning sound. So who can tell me? Who can tell me what the 2 sounds are that you need to circle? Lane Watson, what do you think, buddy? Okay, if you said the chicks and the chimney, way to go. Awesome job. You did that. So you're going to circle the chips The chicks in the chimney, don't worry about the thumb. Look at this one. Shirt, snail, shoe. Circle the two that have the same beginning sound. Let's look at this row right here. This one is a spider, snake, snowman. Circle the two that have the same beginning sound. Look at this down here at the bottom. You should be at the bottom of your paper. It says choose the special sound you hear at the beginning of each word and write it in the blank. Again, they want you to think about the beginning sound. They have special sounds for you. You're not going to use all of these. You only need 2 of them. So let's look at it. Ghoul, glove, ghoul. Find the special sound that says ghoul and write it in the blank. Cur, crown. Find the special sound that says cur. Write it in the blank. Okay, go ahead and turn your paper over to the back. This is that really cool sentence scramble again. I love these things. I really miss doing this stuff with you. So look at this one right here. It says complete the sentence using the words in the box. So they have the beginning part of the sentence, then they give you words in the boxes that are scrambled up. You have to put them in the right order, but you have to write them. So let's do the first one together. Wipe your feet, mat on the. What? That does not make any sense to Miss Palmer. How about you? No, let's put that in order. So wipe your feet on the mat. So right here on the writing lines, you need to write on space the space mat. You're going to do the same thing for this one and for this one right here. Okay, so make sure that you're writing those in the correct order. If you're not having them in the correct order, it does not make any sense. And Miss Palmer will be going, what? I don't know. I don't get it. So make sure you're writing it so that it makes sense. We're not doing nonsense sentences, okay? Okay, I want you to get out your reader. You have a new book. So hopefully you have already kind of looked at it. Maybe you've already done your picture walk. Maybe you've noticed that page 2 has something on it. Maybe you noticed what the last page number is. Maybe there's a story in there that you want to read, and I hope there is. So hopefully you have done your picture walk. So let's go ahead and get it out. Your new book is the green book, and it has the ducks on it. And it says, I Can Read Well, book number 4. Looks like this right here. So I want you to go ahead and get it out. Now, I'm not going to do your picture walk with you. Hopefully, you've already done that. If you have not done your picture walk yet, pause the video. Do your picture walk, and then we're going to get back together. When you're ready, I need you to open up to the first page. Like this, right? This right here. Open up to this first page, and then I'm going to read it with you. Now, remember, we read it together first, and then I want you to read to someone. Okay, so we're going to choral read first together, and then you get to read it to someone in your house. I don't care who it is, as long as they can help you out. So let's look at page 2. Remember, there's no number on there, but we know that it's page 2 because page 3, oh, can you see that? Page 3 right there. What comes up before 3? Yeah, 2, right? So page 2, if you need to use your finger to track the words, do that. If you have a bookmark, use it. If you don't need to do that, like I know Ellie doesn't need to do that, and I know some of you don't need to do that, don't do it. Don't worry about it, as long as you follow along. Okay, let's read the title first, and then we're going to read the story together. Okay, ready? Together. I read the Bible. I like to read the Bible. It is the best book. God speaks to me in the Bible. He tells me how to be good. What's your sight word right there? The B-I-B-L-E, the Bible, right? Bible is your sight word. So think about what this story is about. Look at your picture. Think about the story. What is this story about? Yeah, it's about the Bible. The best book is the Bible. So we've talked about this lots in class. Who talks to us in the Bible? Yes, God does. So God wants us to learn how to read so that we can read His Word, the Bible, because that's how He's going to talk to us, right? The Holy Spirit talks to us through convictions too, doesn't He? So, but God wants us to learn everything in the Bible because that's how He's going to talk to us. Okay, turn to the next page. It says stop and shop. Looks like this one right here. Okay, ready? Together. Stop and shop. I see a shell shop. May we stop at the shop? I like this seashell. It will cost 2 dimes. I am glad I saved my dimes. Dad will not need to pay. I can pay. I am glad we got to stop. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at your picture. Remember that we can learn a lot about stories through the pictures. The pictures tell us the story too. So if you look at your picture right here, look at the sign. It says sail, shells. Then it has a price right here, 20 cents each. Okay, so this picture tells us a little bit about our story too. So what was sold in that shop? Yeah, shells were. And where do shells come from? I mean, like, if you were just to go outside in your yard, would you always find shells? Not always, right? Sometimes you can. Like, we brought some dirt in our new house, and Lila likes to go out there and find some seashells in there all the time. But not normally. You don't go out there and find them. Where do the shells come from? Comes from the beach, right? You need to go to the beach to find the seashells. So who paid for this shell right here that she got? She did. Remember, she was so happy that she was able to use her money to buy something for herself so that her dad did not have to pay for it, right? Isn't that awesome when you get to do that, when you know your money and you can go to the store and you know exactly what coin to give the person at the register? That makes you so happy, right? So don't forget to learn that money so that you can use your money to go buy things for yourself. And I bet you mom and dad will be happy too that they're not using their money for it, right? That's what I'm saying. Okay, look at your next page right here. The bird nest. Turn to that one. Page 4. Ready? Together. The bird nest. The bird sits on her nest. She has made it out of twigs. 3 blue eggs lie in the nest. Shh, shh, shh. We must be still or she will fly off. Okay, now remember, I'm reading it a little bit slow because I have to do it with everybody in class, okay? Now, usually in class, some of you, I read a lot faster. Some of you, I need to slow down a little bit more. So it's okay if you read a little bit faster. When we're reading it together, slow down a little bit. Think about the word that you're reading. Think about that punctuation mark. If you need to use that expression with it, okay? I want you to be thinking about that when you're reading it with me. But then when you read it to somebody else, you don't have to go as slow, okay? You can go a little bit faster. It's okay. But I want you to try to read it with expression, okay? So where did the bird sit? On her nest. And what was the nest made out of? Twigs, that's right. So what did the little boy see in the nest? And this is really cool because some of you told me that you found some eggs in some nests when we did our show and tell. And Trip actually took us outside and showed us the eggs that he found in the nest. We actually got to see those. So how cool is it that now we're reading our story about it? I think that's so awesome. Now remember that they had to be quiet because what happens if the mama bird gets scared? Yeah, she's gonna fly away, right? And so the little boy wanted to see all of them together. So that's why they had to be quiet. Okay, last page for today. Page 5 right here. This is the last one. Okay, now this is for Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, okay? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we're doing it all right now, but I want you to break it up at home. I want you to read one story on Tuesday, one story on Wednesday, and then this page right here, I want you to finish this up, this page on Thursday. And then I want you to review it all, okay? So you don't just read it one time. You read it with me, then you read it again, and then for homework, you read it again, right? So you need to read it at least 3 times so that you can be practicing on that expression and practicing on getting those words right, okay? So let's look on page 5 where that cute little mouse is. Okay, point your finger ready if you need to at the beginning, top. Here we go. Ready? Together. How, now, out, shout, car, hard, fire, tire. Ooh, I see some rhyming words in there. Remember, rhyming words have that same ending sound. I see a lot of good ones in here. Let's look at the next one. Book, shook, good, woods, loud, proud, mouse, house. Next row. Town, down, corn, horn, took, cook, brook, look. Okay, now let's pause right there for just a second. These are some really good rhyming words, okay? Remember, rhyming words have that same ending sound. Find the word brook that we just read. B-R-O-O-K. Now look at that B. Is that a capital B? Not a capital B. So it's not someone's name. This is not the brook like Brooklyn, okay? And this is not someone's name. So this has a lowercase b. So remember that a brook, we've talked about this in class before, a brook is a small stream of water, right? That's a brook. Okay, let's go to the next row. Ready? Together. Slow, grow, Chad, chill. In the last row, dirt, first, swerve, curves. Awesome job. Okay, those are really good rhyming words that we can be practicing too. Remember when before we left, we were practicing opposites and we were practicing words that rhyme. So how cool is it that they're in our book, right? They're in our book that we can do some rhyming words. Rhyming words have that same ending sound. Okay, now remember, we're doing pages 2 through 5. This is for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, okay? And then we're gonna practice that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, so we're gonna be on this book for like 2 weeks. So read it with me, read it again, then read it again. Okay, pages 2 through 5. I love you, and I will see you very soon.